It is almost the weekend, and it's 2026 Independence Day weekend, and I am going to do some boondocking in Chippewa County, Wisconsin, close to home. I had decided last winter I wasn't going to travel as much this year. No South Dakota trip this year, no Iowa trip this year, Indiana once or twice, and Minnesota for the Scamp rally, the homecoming rally, of course. But other than that, this was all decided before gas prices went crazy. And they are back down $3.67 or something earlier today. And let's see if we can make it in this. These lots are lots that I own. And I'm going in the back way, and you'll see when we get up to the boondocking spot why. It's easier to make the turn going in this way. Yes, I have some brush piles to burn, or chip up and use for mulch, one of the two. Haven't decided. These are officially empty lots. This one has a pole building on. Among other things, it has a grate in there that I can do some cooking on. I'm going to have to get in there and dig around and see if I can find that. I, for 10 years, hosted a ham radio camping event down here, boondocking event, and quit a couple of years ago. I'm getting too old for that. And still, the lot is there. Anyone wants to use it can come out and play radio for a weekend. Yeah, it's a little rough out here. And we're about to cross over into the boondocking lot. It's lot 2. The one we drove in on is lot 1. And we'll make this turn. That green round top structure was put up for one of the boondocking weekends. We had a bad weather forecast, so I quick put up that thing. And the weather turned out pretty good anyway. But we have had other years where it was extremely heavy rain, and that was a good place to hide out. Oh, let me see, where am I gonna stop here? Somewhere around up here, but back away from the fire ring a little bit. Yeah, let's get out and look at it to see if this is a good area to be in. I know people like to see my campsites, so I'll show you me even setting up at this campsite, getting unhooked. This is a nice level one. This is my own boondocking lot. And so I don't even have any Legos under the wheels. I do put wooden blocks under the hitch and the stabilizers because it's supposed to rain all weekend and the ground is going to get soft out here. That wax paper is the only lubrication I ever use on the ball, if I use any at all. I've towed thousands of miles with no lubrication on other trailers and not had any trouble. Once I get pulled ahead, we'll drop it way down and set the stabilizers in back. And that will make it a little bit harder to steal. These are blocks I made for my Jayco fifth wheeler, and they've just followed me over the years. I think I want another block in there. I've had some pretty bad campsites, so I always carry extra blocks. I also carry heavy-duty wheel chocks because I've had some places where plastic ones don't do the job. Now I'll go raise the front jack and it will tighten those. And we'll call that set up for now. It's Thursday night. I don't plan on staying there until Friday, Saturday, and head out again Sunday morning. But they're predicting 3 days of rain, so I wanted to get it out here tonight. I do have some security out here. That is a Wi-Fi system up there. And there's a camera on the side of this post. Oh yeah, Bacchus is right over there. I've heard comments about the Fiamma awning not being deployable by a single individual. It always takes 2 people. I travel alone most of the time, so I do it alone, and I'm about to show you how I do it here on the 3rd of July, Friday, going into the Independence Day weekend. This one also has a rafter to put in the center. If I'm leaving it out long term, I use it. This will only be out for a few hours. I never leave a campsite with the awning out. And next, you'll see a little extra shade that I install on that awning. This is a process that does need 2 people, and I do it alone anyway. And if you hear that dog, that's just one of many that bark constantly. You'd think this would be a nice, quiet country lot, but weekdays there's heavy traffic, truck traffic going through, and 7 days a week farm traffic going through. And as you can see, car traffic all of the time. So let's add this little shade to my awning. There we go. Now we have shade if we get any sunshine this weekend, which we may not. So let's get out the chair, sit down, and relax for a while. I think we're all set up here now. It started to rain, so I moved inside, but it looks like that didn't last long. Let's take a tour of the campsite as long as it quit raining. And it didn't rain much, just a little sprinkle. Where are we at? There we are. What's around the campsite? And no, I don't hide my license plate number. I already post under my ham radio call sign, and anytime you have a federal license, you can find a person's whole history, including the years that I worked for the state of Wisconsin, or look me up on qrz.com, or what's the other one? aprs.fi, as in Frank, India. Will usually show you where I'm at. I don't know if it will today or not. I'll go check after I do this. Boy, that's not very steady, is it? More traffic. And we're going to go past the hammock trees here. No, I don't have the hammock up. Once around the campsite, back in underneath the awning and the shade. That's my favorite chair, that rocker. That is my beached whale chair. Thank you, Nomadic Fanatic, for suggesting that. Very comfortable, but I can't get out of it. That's for teenagers that are more flexible and lighter than me. I hear beeping going on in the communications shelter, so we're gonna stick my nose in the door and see what's going on in there. It is, after all, a communications shelter. There are other videos on this site that'll show you better what's in here.
We got Brian in Colfax, Wisconsin.
That's correct.
All right. 2757, my meter here in Kentucky, 57.
You're showing a 5.9 in Wisconsin, and I'm operating portable on a boondocking lot in Albertville, Wisconsin. Thank you.
All right. Well, hey, have fun boondocking there. They say 73,
7.3, thank you. I said Q or something. That's what screwed that one up.
The wind is picking up. I'm glad it's blowing away from the RV. And it's Saturday, and we have a second campfire going. It's a beautiful day, even though the rain was supposed to be here all day. Supposed to move in Thursday night and last through Sunday morning. And so far, we've seen nothing but a quick shower. It's Sunday morning, and W0BTS is in the comm shelter yet. Made a lot of contacts in there. And contacted the last two of his 13 colonies to get that reward. And we did get rain Saturday night into Sunday morning from about 9:30 until 12:30, and it rained hard. We had 1.5 inches. Well, this video is definitely devoted to my short attention span, but the sunny Sunday is coming to an end, and it's time to break camp and get out of here. And it kind of looks like I need to come back this week and mow this place. We've had a lot of rain, some high temperatures, cornfields were knee-high by the 4th of June and they're waist-high by the 4th of July. So, thanks for stopping by. It's time to head out. And here we are back on the road again, 3 days later from the beginning of the video. Driving through the cornfields. Oh, they're not knee-high. They're waist-high by the 4th of July. Knee-high by the 4th of June. 4th of August, what are they then? Higher than a clergyman's eye? Oh, if you don't watch MASH, you don't know about that. And it won't be long, I will be home. Get up to speed here. I forgot to put it in tow haul mode. Maybe we'll see you on the next trip, or maybe 2 or 3 trips from now, like the Scamp homecoming rally in August. Oh, is my camera falling over? It wouldn't surprise me at all.